Alright, hello everyone. First of all, I'd like to say happy Halloween to those of you who care about it. But today we're going to be playing La Llorona by Cherryteam. This is a really cool level, and I don't know if it's the official sequel of, but it is a sequel of Thanatophobia, which is an insane slash extreme demon that is very popular. I chose this level just because it's spooky. It doesn't really have anything to do with the Halloween theme. Another reason I chose this level is because La Llorona is a part of my heritage. If you don't know, I am half Mexican. I don't look Mexican, I'll give you that, but I am very much half Mexican. I definitely recommend at least watching a video on the story of La Llorona, or the folk tale, because it is very interesting, and I think it's a pretty good tale if you like more scary or dark tales. It's actually pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the level and give you guys some tips and tricks on how to beat it. The beginning of La Llorona isn't too bad. It's pretty much a UFO where you have to click to the song. So there's not much for me to say about this first UFO part. Now this ship part right here is a bit trickier. One of the things you're gonna wanna do is look ahead of your ship instead of looking at your ship for this part, just because the level's very dark. And if you're looking at your ship, you won't really be able to see anything in front of you just because of how dark the level is. It really just does depend on your playstyle though. Make sure you hit this pink orb right here a bit late, because if you hit it early, then you'll die like this, which I think is really funny. Yeah, but this cube part right here and most of the things that follow it are pretty cool because it's pretty click sync based. I really actually do like the pre-drop much more than the drop, but I'll get into my final thoughts at the end of the video. This wave part right here isn't as hard as you may think it is. It's literally just 3 clicks like that. It's really not as bad as it seems. I really don't like this click right here because you have to micro click quite a bit, but it gets really consistent. I just really wanted to complain about that click. This UFO part right here is really tricky, but try to just click on the dots instead of the portals, because if you look, there's little dots in the portals. You want to click on those over the portals. I don't know if that makes much sense, but the dots are a bit misaligned from the portal, but clicking on those dots does make this part much easier. And then right here, when you hit the blue pad, you might just want to hold until you can get to the next part right here. But the easier thing to do is just to click as soon as you hit the blue pad. I found that to be much more consistent over just holding into the next section of that ship. This part's really cool. I don't have much to say about it in terms of tips, but it's just a really cool part. Actually, one thing I will say is not to buffer this, because that makes this blue orb really hard. Click a bit later, and the blue orb becomes much easier. This is where the level starts to fall off in terms of my enjoyment, just because of the ship sections. The ship sections in this level feel very awkward, and I don't really like a lot of the ship sections in this level. A lot of the level, though, is perfectly fine. It's just that I found a lot of the ship sections to be much harder than they needed to be. These pink orbs right here don't really sync to the song, so this is where you really want to focus on your cube and make sure you can hit the pink orbs right. This ball part right here is incredibly awkward, but it's still pretty easy. Just make sure you don't hit this upcoming yellow orb because it's fake. I don't know why a fake like that is in here. You might be tempted to just spam through this whole part, and that might work for you, but if you don't really want to spam as much, the click pattern I recommend doing is something like this: 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, and then you can get through that consistently. That's the least clicks you need to do this part, and it actually kind of looks clean too, so you can get away with doing that in 10 clicks over just spamming. All right, and now we're at the drop. The drop isn't that bad. It's just really awkward in most of the ship parts. I'm going to talk a lot about the ship parts here, but they're just very strange. But it is very click sync focused and very flow based, so if you're good at that, this part will be pretty easy for you. But as you can see, this is what I mean. The ship parts feel much more awkward than the rest of these parts. Make sure you don't hit this green orb too early or else you'll die, and this blue orb as well. You want to just hit them kind of in the middle, but if you hit it too late, you will die. I just found a lot of the clicks in this part to be awkward, as well as just all the ships, like right here. I found this to be really awkward. Right here, when you reach this, just hold so that you can buffer that red orb. You don't really need to click that red orb. I think it actually messes up your alignment if I'm corrected. So yeah, just do this because it's easier. This ball corridor right here seems very hard when you first play it, but trust me, it gets really consistent. I never died here. Same with stuff like this UFO, like it's super consistent. This is the easiest ship part in the level, and what I recommend is doing 1 click and then doing a 2nd click as soon as you enter the yellow gravity portal, and then just holding. That is very much the easiest thing you can do. Another thing I recommend doing is right here at this ball, clicking a bit later than like buffering, because you can buffer the first click, but then you have to time the second one. What you can do is hit this first click a bit late and then buffer the second click, and it works every single time. And I did find that to be a lot easier. And like I say in most of my completions and tutorials, make sure you're controlling a lot of your clicks in levels. For instance, if you're doing like a ship or a wave part, you really want to learn on controlling your clicks within those parts. Because ship and wave are undoubtedly the hardest game modes in Geometry Dash, and that's where you just really want to practice your click control. This wave part right here is very trippy, and I don't like it that much. It's not trippy, I should say. It's just very strange because it feels very hard. But yeah, after the ship part right here, which isn't really that bad, you get to the last few clicks. But yeah, that was La Llorona. This level is pretty cool. I'm gonna share my full opinion on this level for after the video, but for now I'm gonna give my recommendation, if I recommend it or not, and I'm gonna just say I do recommend this level, whether it be for a new hardest or just for fun completion. This level is overall a really good level to play and learn, and I think it does do its job really well at being a Thanatophobia sequel. I just did find a few problems in the balancing and some of the gameplay aspects, but other than that, I do recommend this level overall. Anyways, for now, I don't have anything to say about La Llorona. They call me My Singing Monsters. Okay, let me see.
They call you what?
What are these, bro?
So we watched Parkour Civilization, the full movie, yesterday.
Yeah, and
But that's all the context you need.
Oh my god. Fuck off! Stop! Fuck! Fuck off! I'm gonna kill myself! Stop! 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 Fuck! What? I just wait.
Oh my god.
I died to a spider, bruh. Are you serious?
You should do.
What did I die?
do
Oh my
more
god.
attempts.
Why is there a dinky ass spike there? It's like the thinnest spike you could die to.
That's pretty average, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut the fuck up.
You should do more attempts on. You should do more attempts on British Man DI, bro. That went pretty well for you.
No! Oh, fuck.
I didn't know you were in a run. I didn't know you were.
Arrow, for the record, that was not me.
I didn't know you were.
What the? Wait, what happened? I have all your guys' soundboards muted. Yes! Oh my god. finally. Oh! Boom, boom. The song's so good, man. Dun, dun. Alright, that was La Llorona. In terms of enjoyment, I gave La Llorona a 7 out of 10. Like I said earlier in the video, I found a lot of the parts in La Llorona to be much more awkward than the rest, and these parts specifically came in the form of ship sections. A lot of the ship sections in La Llorona just felt really awkward, and I just felt out of control most of the time, and I really didn't like it. I found that as I went more through La Llorona, I started to dislike it more and more, if that makes sense, as I found the pre-drop much more enjoyable than the post-drop or the drop. So yeah, in terms of enjoyment, I did give it a 7 out of 10. In terms of decoration, however, I gave La Llorona a 9.5 out of 10. The decoration in this level is beautiful. There's a few things I would have done different, especially in the second half, but other than that, it's really good. Especially the first half, I love the blue and purple in the first half. I just think that the red parts kind of ruined it for me, and I don't understand why, but even then, ruining it is a strong word because I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. It was a really, really good experience to play this level, and I really did like the Neo design of this level. Anyways, yeah, that was La Llorona. Happy Halloween to everybody, and thank you to all of my subscribers and members. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.